cold sea breeze stings your face as you step on the boardwalk. The body is gone, but something still lingers in the air, and high above it, against the stars, a luminous wheel of pleasure and all things bright, its wooden frame creaking in the wind. 12 red cabins form a circle that stretches from the engine below to the flocks of seagulls up in the sky. The mirage looks both sad and glorious in the mist, like an insect trapped in glass.
What are you looking at?
This must be the pleasure wheel that Trant Heidelstein told you about. The little wooden gondolas dangle in the wind, their seats empty and floors littered with old ice cream papers and discarded tickets. A seabird has made a nest in one of the cabins, but even this looks abandoned. A remnant from a spring some 50-odd years ago. The wind gets stronger the higher you go. On a good day, you could see all the way to La Delta when you reach the top, and the masts and sails of dozens of pleasure crafts. The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk, its 12 red cabins suspended in the air. There's a ticket office made out of an old gondola, its wooden frame the same shade of red as the ones above. A sign mounted on its side declares, 20 centimes for the ride of a lifetime. There are hustlers, addicts, rag and bone merchants, even entire families, if they're particularly destitute, who've turned these cabins into huts and homes in the poorest parts of Revachol. The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk, its 12 red cabins suspended in the air.
The one that Mr. Heidelstein mentioned? See what? What is going on with you, detective?
Decay and death, staring into the cold, hard kernel of things, smooth like the acid in your stomach. Nothing's going on with you. Everything is perfectly fine. We're just here to look at the pleasure wheel. Some sadness comes crashing over you, like a bad dream.
Well, here's another secret. I've never been on an amusement ride. There used to be one in Quran, a small one, when I was a kid. I was always too small to be allowed on board. The harness didn't work. And by the time I was finally tall enough, the wheel had fallen apart. But anyway, we should get going. It's getting cold just standing here.
The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk, its 12 red cabins suspended in the air. Some waves come crashing against the boardwalk, shattering the mirage.